it's Jacqueline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you my recommendations for the upcoming Sephora Holiday Savings event. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to know what are those items that are really worth to get them during this special sale from Sephora, then just keep on watching. When I'm uploading this video, it's exactly 5 days away for the Sephora Holiday Savings event. I cannot believe that time of the year has come. It's incredible. I mean, we have seen September, we got showered with so many holiday releases, and I have been so happy to be able to bring reviews here for you guys. That way you can actually be prepared for this sale and actually make your wish list and see what you really need, what you really want, and also be prepared if you have some Christmas holiday gifts. You know, this is the perfect time to get and grab some items. And I said the perfect time because honestly, you know, you don't find certain brands on sale in many retailers. Many retailers, they are just like, no, that brand, you know, is excluded. While this sale right here from Sephora, most of the brands, they are actually included on the sale, and that makes me really excited. Whether you get a 20%, 15%, or 10%, I mean, it is something, right? So I will be leaving all the details of the sale on the description box below, as well as all the products that I will be recommending for you today. Okay, my friends, so oh my goodness, you should see all what I have right here, but I'm not gonna overwhelm you. In fact, I have done a few different type of videos here on my channel to kind of like help you out on things that I truly love. Like about 3 or 4 days ago, I did a collab video with a really good friend of mine, Jessica, where we spoke about those products that makes us feel flawless. So you can refer to that video right there. I also have uploaded my fall eyeshadow palette video too, so that's a really good one too. And then I uploaded another video. What was it? The 5 luxury worth the money products. I don't remember the title, but I will put it on the cards or in the description box below. And also you may want to go back and refer to my favorite videos from the different months, you know, just to check what products are really working for me. Okay, my friends, let's start with the first thing, and I want to start with this beautiful eyeshadow palette that I'm actually using today on my eyelids, and it's the NATASHA DENONA Glam palette. This palette is honestly gorgeous. I mean, it has a beautiful selection of neutral tones as well as cool tones. So today I decided to go for a little bit more of a neutral route and just use this shade as a base, then this shade on my outer corner. This shade was kind of like a transition shade to kind of blend in both shades, and then this shade right here on the middle and inner portion of my eyelid. And for my inner corner, I use this shade right here and a little bit on my brow bone. And that's it. This is what I use today. And I think it's just such a well done palette. Very cohesive. You have a lot to choose from right here, from cool tone platinum shades to a little bit more of like taupey shades, pewter shades, and also a little bit of unexpected pinks that they are cool tones. I think it's just such a good palette. Great formulation from NATASHA DENONA, that I will say 100% if you are a neutral lover or a cool tone lover, this will give you absolutely everything at a really nice price. Okay, friends, and then the next palettes that I want to recommend, I uploaded my review video yesterday for these palettes right here, but I will have to say that I'm really impressed about the quality of these eyeshadow quads from McGrath. These are the Celestial Divinity Luxe Quads from the holiday season right here. So I have here, this is called Risque Rose. This is gorgeous. Now the formulation on these quads right here are the same formulation as the big Mothership palettes. Now you don't have here any Blitz Astral, but I think overall these palettes right here just give you, you know, like a beautiful formulation. My favorite of the two that I have tried, because I'm still expecting my what is it called, Fleur Fantasy, that will come from actually McGrath's website. But out of the two, my favorite one is this one right here, the Interstellar Icon. This is gorgeous. This shade right here, you see it blue right there, but then if you shift it, let me show it to you. So here you go. So if you shift it, it goes to lavender, purpley tone. I mean, this right here is just stunning. Stunning. What a gorgeous shade. So I definitely will recommend these two right here. And now if you want to take advantage of the sale and you're like, you know what, I really want to get a big mama, the big mothership palettes, which one will you recommend? Okay, so for me, my everyday kind of like a style, the shades that suits my skin tone is the Divine Rose, the original one, the #1. This is just me in a palette, so if you have been following me, you know why. I mean, I have this beautiful duochrome of peach, pink tone, you have your golden tones, you have mauves, I mean, like you have, I mean, this is just gorgeous. But again, this is kind of like your everyday look. Now, if you want perhaps one of my favorite mothership palettes from McGrath, and the one that I think most of people will like because it will give you your everyday look, but also you can get glam with this palette, is the Bronze Seduction Mothership palette. This is also gorgeous. I mean, I have done a few looks with this palette here on my channel. I mean, you have this gorgeous red shade right here. This is a duochrome. You see the green on the screen, but as you're turning it, it has some pink in it. Then this one right here is kind of like limey green and frosty tone. Then you have your very beautiful deep burgundy tones. I mean, this palette is honestly, you know, holidays in a palette. So yes, those are my McGrath recommendations right there. You will not go wrong with any of these palettes. Now moving on a little bit into Charlotte Tilbury. So from Charlotte Tilbury holiday releases, there's one eyeshadow quad that is just so gorgeous. It's coming out on November 5th at her website, so I don't know if it will arrive on time for the Sephora sale, but going back to her holiday releases, I think one product that it just has stolen my heart is this highlighter right here. I think this highlighter is very different to other highlighters that I have in my collection because it's more, this highlighter will give you a soft focus effect to your skin. So it's not truly beaming. It's the one that I'm using right now. It's not subtle either, but it looks, I mean, it really blends in with your skin, which is just extraordinary for daytime, you know, afternoon and even evening time. Not only that, you get a massive amount of product right here. I did a dedicated review on this product because on the pan it kind of looks a little bit dark, but these will work really well for those who have fair to light skin tones, light, medium, medium tan, tan skin tones, because it's just so flattering. And this is also a body highlighter, so you can put a little bit here on your shoulders, your décolleté too. It's just so beautiful. I mean, the formulation is truly extraordinary. And since we're here on the topic of Charlotte Tilbury, although this is not a holiday release, I will have to say that her bronzer is just as the name is, airbrush. Now you have the option to buy the actual compact with the bronzer or just buy a refill. So say for example, if you have a Z palette and you don't want to invest, you know, in buying this, I mean, the gorgeous compact right here, but if you want to just go simple, you can just buy the refill, and it comes as of right now in 4 different shades. The shades that suits me the best is Tan Doré. Yeah, Tan Doré #3. This is the one right here, and I'm actually using it today on my cheeks too. I mean, it's just gorgeous, and I think this specific bronzer is really good for all year round because it has, I mean, it's not super neutral, but it does have a little bit of like a golden undertone to give that very beautiful warmth to the skin of a natural bronzer. Talking about bronzers, I think this is the best opportunity for you. If you have been thinking about it and thinking, well, this is the time to pick up a Gucci bronzer. Oh, this has taken us, all of us, by surprise this year because this release, One of the best releases for me, I will have to say. I own the shade 3 and the shade 4. During the summertime, I was using this shade number 4, but I'm sure as we are transitioning between fall and winter and I lose a little bit of my tan, although I do have a light to medium skin tone, and by the way, I will be leaving all my foundation matches on the description box too, so that way it can serve you as a reference, as well as which shade I use on each of these products. But going back to this one right here, also the same thing, blendability is there. Now with the Gucci bronzers, you will find them that they do have a little bit more of like a reddish undertone, so it may not be for everybody, but then how seamless they are when they blend, I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And I mean, tell me if this packaging isn't beautiful. It looks like kind of like old Hollywood style, doesn't it? It looks just so pretty. I mean, like, to have this in your vanity is just something extraordinary. Or if you're watching this video thinking about a gift for that, you know, very special person in your life, I think this is, I mean, this is a gorgeous gift. You cannot say no. I know I'm not doing this in order, but just grabbing stuff that I put right here on my little basket, because there are just so many good, beautiful releases. But here, believe me, I'm giving you my top recommendations. NATASHA DENONA, I need a nude glow highlighter. Oh my goodness. I mean, packaging is everything. I mean, this it's just gorgeous. And look at the beautiful design right here. Isn't it this? Wow, simply wow right here. Now you're gonna say, well, what's the difference between this highlighter and the one from Charlotte Tilbury? The one from Charlotte Tilbury, like I said, it does have a soft focus effect that actually it makes it look a little bit more, I mean, not that highlighters are natural, but it's kind of like that glow from within effect. While the one from NATASHA DENONA is a little bit more of like kind of like glass skin finish, a little bit more glowy, a little bit more out there. I mean, you still have control depending on which type of brush you use or how much product you pick up, obviously. But this one right here is a little bit more like a little bit more glam. I'm here for it. Yes, it's absolutely stunning and very alike to Charlotte Tilbury's highlighter. This specific shade also will work for a range of different skin tones, which I'm so appreciative of that. But yes, this one is just, I'm so happy that I have it in my collection. Now let's go a little bit into blushes, and this will come to no surprise to you, Patrick Ta. I mean, what a beautiful formula. You know, you get two formulas right here, a cream and also a powder. You also have, with this type of formulation, the ability to use the cream over top the powder, which is very rare in most formulations. So this one right here is so versatile because you can use just the cream alone, just the powder alone, a combination. I have done a full-on review on all the 4 different shades of these blushes right here, and I applied it on one cheek with the powder at the bottom, and then over top the cream, and then on my other cheek with the cream at the bottom and then powder over top. And you're gonna be able to see it right there. On that video I was actually filming also natural light, so you will see these. I mean, these blushes are just amazing. One of the shades that I love the most is She's So LA, because this one right here is my all year round kind of shades right here. Like, I mean, this will work with any eye look right here. Now, going into cream blushes, I think Rare Beauty has really surprised us. And these ones right here are the regular size. These will last you forever. They have so much pigment in it, but they are just so beautiful to blend. In fact, to the point that I'm using this shade right here called Bliss. This is the matte version. They also have a dewy version, or a more I shouldn't say glowy, but you know, like more dewy version. And I'm using the powder of the Patrick Ta She's So LA over top. It didn't move, it stayed well, they blend together well. I mean, like, formulation is gorgeous. And now Rare Beauty also has some holiday gift sets. I will put it up here so you can take a look at it. I think those are great deals right there, because you don't need a lot of these products. And also, I don't have it on top of here, and if you will see right here, I'm kind of trapped between makeup. But also the liquid lipsticks from Rare Beauty, they are gorgeous too. So the gift sets, whew, those are a really good deal. And you know what? Rare Beauty is so well priced. I mean, it's so, I will say, affordable for finding it at Sephora. And then the gift sets, I mean, I think it's going to be beautiful if you want to give a gift set to anybody. They will really appreciate it. And more eyeshadow palettes right here. I don't know if this one is going to be available during the sale. Hopefully it is available. It is Tom Ford Holiday Quad Soleil Neige First Frost. Another cool tone palette that is just marvelous. I mean, a lot of people ask, well, you know, what about NATASHA DENONA? I show on my review of this product a comparison with the NATASHA DENONA Glam palette. The formula is different. Both formulas are outstanding, but this formula, the wet dry formula from Tom Ford, is just in another level. It's just something different. I mean, like completely different. It does give you this glamorous, effortless finish that is just amazing. Definitely this palette right here, First Frost, is something that I will 100% recommend. And say, for example, that you're not convinced about this one, or you want a cool tone, or this one right here, you know, is out of stock, I will say go for Nude Deep if you want something in the cool tone, or otherwise check also on the Visionary Quad. Oof, that quad is gorgeous too. And if you want something a little bit more goldeny tone, I will say Suspicion by Tom Ford. I mean, you will not go wrong. And another little mighty but goodie palette are the new formulation of the Dior Queens. I mean, they have reformulated and they have done amazing. This comes in so many different shades. I have uploaded here on my channel like 4 different reviews from different shades that I have, 4 or 5. I don't even remember. And I have to say that I'm going to pick up at least 2 more during the Sephora sale. Here in specific, I have to recommend 2 too. These are kind of like my type of shades. I love like mauve, purples, eggplant shades. I think they just look really nice with my skin tone too. But this formulation is extraordinary, amazing. I mean, this is, I mean, I shouldn't say it's a duochrome, but they have such beautiful payoff. They are super easy to blend to. The matte shades, they have so much pigmentation. They are just gorgeous. I mean, I think Dior this year with this new formulation, woof, I mean, they are on the top of their game. And then going back to Charlotte Tilbury, you may be wondering, well, what is worth it to get from Charlotte Tilbury? I think most of her eyeshadow quads, they are really worth it. I really love Exaggerize, for example, and I love the new one that is about to come, Fire Rose. But that one, again, I think is not going to be available until November 5th. I will keep you posted if it comes to Sephora earlier than that. But I will say a good purchase, an excellent purchase, is the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize. This is from the holiday collection. This one right here, you have a variety of different color stories for different looks. The formulation right here is her new and upgraded formula. I mean, her formula from Charlotte Tilbury, she does amazing, but this formula is just in another level, extraordinary. I have been loving in particular the Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette, but this one right here kind of like top it off. I mean, it has my favorite shades right here, those purpley tones that I was mentioning, but also I have my neutrals right here. I have a little bit of the reddish tones for those Pillow Talk lovers, and then I have a little bit of these brown cool tones too. I think this is an excellent palette. Now this palette is more kind of like your holiday palette for sure, because here you only receive 1, 2, and 3 matte shades. The rest are not shimmers, they are pretty much metallic shades, but they are just so gorgeous. Now let's talk about Hourglass. So Hourglass came out with their sculpture collection, and I think out of everything for the sculpture collection, I think all of it is a hit. To be honest with you, you will not go wrong. I will have to say this is my second. It came a little bit broken right here, but this one right here is my second set of the Sculpture Confession lipstick duos. Oh my goodness, these shades right here, both the neutral shade and the red shade, they are gorgeous. I mean, like chef kiss. They are just amazing. Formula is beautiful, and I love also the packaging too. I think this will make a beautiful like stocking stuffer, you know, for, I don't know, like the woman in your life, your mom. I mean like this is just so sleek, beautiful, very, I don't know, I mean, very, very feminine. And then the Face Quad, that one, it is a mini version of the Unlock palette of 2018. I will say 100% if you are looking for the Unlock, that Face Quad I think is perfect. I will also have to recommend this one right here. This is the, oh, the names are so long, the Sculpture Ambient Lighting Edit, because here you have kind of like your setting and finishing powders. You also have your bronzer right here, a little bit of different blush. This blush is repeated from the line. I have a review up on this, but this one right here, I really enjoy it because, okay, my favorite one is the Unlock. That's why I said, you know, the quad will be great for you. Where is my Unlock quad? I have a station right here where I take all my images, and if you will see it, I'm like, I really need to go through a little bit of an organization right there. But anyhow, I will highly suggest that one. But this one right here, what I like is I do have a light to medium skin tone. And although I enjoyed the Ghost palette from last year, I think this palette right here is a little better, or way better. I think, yeah, it's a lot better than the Ghost palette because it suits a wider range of skin tones. For those who have fair skin tone, fair to light, light to medium, medium to tan. Now when you're getting into the deeper complexion, it may not work as good as, you know, in the medium spectrum and lighter, but yet I think this is a really, really nice palette. I really love also the bronzer right here because, I mean, I do have a lot of bronzers from Hourglass, and they are all leaning into this kind of like goldeny tone, which I love, but this one in particular has a little bit more of like that reddish undertone, which I think it's lovely too. And how to forget right here, this year Natasha Denona surprised us with these liquid multi-chrome eyeshadows. Oh my goodness, these are gorgeous. These are one and done. Now these will only fit for those who are a little bit more adventurous on the eyeshadow look, but even if you're not too adventurous and you just want, you know, I want to give us something to my eye look, something during the holidays, you can use it as an eyeliner and they look just gorgeous. You can have a very simple look, just one eyeshadow and done, and then that as a liner, and oh my gosh. And these right here, they do not budge, they do not crease. I do have a lot of folds on my eyelids. I'm on my 4th floor. Yes, I'm 40 years old, and believe me, I have hooded eyes, and I mean, I have tried so many liquid eyeshadows, and this one right here, this formula is fantastic. This is a completely different formula than her previous liquid eyeshadows. I did a review on those ones too last year. They were okay, but in fact right now they are on sale because I really hope that she decides to bring the same formula, but you know, in the regular liquid eyeshadows one and done, because this formula is really magnifique. Now for setting powders, I do have dry skin, and I usually really do not like to set my makeup with, you know, heavy setting powders, and the one that I love unfortunately is not available at Sephora, but a finishing powder that I absolutely adore, and I'm so happy to report this, is Guerlain Meteorites. And yes, I have here the one from the holiday 2020. I know you haven't seen yet my review on this friend right here, but you will see it, I think, after this video. Yeah, but I have to recommend it to you. This is a great, I love this one. I actually have it all on the perimeter of my face. I also put it a little bit here on the front. It just gives, again, a little soft focus effect. I love the smell of these. Is that violet scent? If you don't like scented products, you may not like these right here, but as a finishing powder, ooh yes, these right here is gorgeous. And overall, any of the Guerlain Meteorites, whether it's this one from the holiday season or whether of the ones that they are permanent on the line of Guerlain, a product that is wonderful to set and forget your makeup. This right here is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. If you want your makeup to actually, okay, so after you put, you know, all your powders and everything, right, you want your makeup to kind of like melt into your skin so it looks more skin-like. This will do that. It will give a certain radiance to your skin, but the best part of this is that your makeup will not move. This spray makes your makeup last all day long. I mean, you can go for 8, 9, 10 hours. It will not go anywhere. This is the thing that I will say 100%. I have here the travel size. I don't need a lot. The only thing that I really don't like too much about it is the atomizer. I don't know. Oh yes, I can actually open it. Okay, so I'm gonna look for another atomizer because I think I just need something different to spray it. It's not super aggressive, but you kind of have to go a little bit far away. But this right here is wonderful, mostly right now that we're wearing masks too. I mean, I will not say that this will prevent transfer of makeup to your mask, but it will definitely help. Now, foundations. I have several foundations. If I have room on my description box, I will make sure to put them in there. I will say definitely La Mer, but I have recommended that one many times. There's one from Tom Ford that I absolutely love, but unfortunately, you know, the Soft Radiance one, they don't sell it at Sephora. The other one that I really love too from Tom Ford is the stick, but the newest one is this one right here. This one is the Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. This is the new formula. This is gorgeous. I mean, I do have a dry skin and I absolutely adore this. This doesn't emphasize my enlarged pores, my fine lines. It works throughout the day beautifully. I mean, this just gives you a perfect canvas. I absolutely love it because it's not your typical matte. It says right here, this is a soft matte, but to me, just give a natural radiance to the skin. It's just absolutely stunning, and it comes in 40 different shades. I know, luxury brand with 40 different shades. Bravo, Tom Ford, bravo. And now if we go into concealers, I mean, this will not come to surprise to you. McGrath concealer, this is excellent. It's lightweight, full coverage. I do have a lot of like fine lines under my eyes. I do have very dark under eye circles. This will cover them really nicely. And another one that I really like, and I'm actually wearing it today, is the one from Hourglass too. This is gorgeous. This is a little bit of a thicker consistency than McGrath, but I mean, it blends seamlessly and it doesn't make your under eye look cakey either. I mean, it's just glorious. And then whenever I feel that I want to set my under eye area, I do have again another powder that unfortunately is not available at Sephora, but I will have to say that this powder by McGrath is excellent too, and in purpose I'm using it right now on this video. This is gorgeous. I do have both the shade light and this one right here, medium. Excellent. The light one, it looks white, but it will not leave you any white cast. It's gorgeous too. It's beautiful, very finely milled and undetectable, like that, undetectable to the skin. And then you go with the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury and everything melts and you are done for the day. I mean, it's just gorgeous, beautiful. And then a mascara that will give you a volume, length, and that will make your lashes stay up all day long. Ooh, this one right here, the NARS Climax Extreme Mascara. This one right here, amazing. I mean, like, I'm not going back. I mean, I do have my beloved one, my Givenchy one, but this one right here, you know, like, marks all the points possible. I love this mascara. And then for my brows to stay up and nice, the Benefit Brow Setter. I mean, there's no looking back to anything else. This right here is a clear gel. It doesn't make your brows feel, you know, itchy, sticky, crunchy. Ew. No, nothing like that. This is amazing. And I do have enough brow hairs and they actually stay up all day long. Love it. And then as far as lipstick goes, I think this is a great opportunity for you to get your hands on really nice, beautiful lipsticks. You know that I'm a lipstick lover. I do have a ton of lipstick swatches here on my channel if you want to take a look at them. But I will say, yes, this sale is the best opportunity to get your hands on those very, you know, like high-end lipsticks like Charlotte Tilbury, for example, Guerlain. I mean, there are so many, right? Gucci. Don't forget about the Gucci lipsticks. This is a beautiful formulation. I'm using right now this shade Blaze of Noon. It's a beautiful nude shade. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous lipstick. The formulation is very nice. And they have different formulas. They have the satin, the matte. They also have kind of like they look kind of like a sheer lip balm. Also, this is a great opportunity to get some Tom Ford lipsticks. They are super good. My favorite ones are Casablanca, Indian Rose too. There's some nude ones that I love as well. I mean, they have a fame for something. Let me just tell you that. These are beautiful lipsticks. So again, whenever there's a sale and that Tom Ford, Gucci, Charlotte Tilbury, they are, you know, like part of the sale, you know, yes, it's time to get them. And talking about Tom Ford, this lip balm, this is First Frost lip balm. I'm planning to get a second one. Hopefully that is still available at Sephora when the sale goes live. But this one right here, I know it has like, it feels like, you may think, oh my goodness, this is a glitter balm. It's not really. It actually gives this beautiful shift of like radiance to the lips, and it's actually nourishing. So this is to me a so worth it product. And then lip glosses. I think people are overlooking the NATASHA DENONA lip glosses. This is a beautiful formula. They are non-sticky, they are not too heavy, and they have a lot of dimension. My favorite ones right here are the Duochrome Coral. This came out for, I think, summertime. And then this one right here is kind of like part of your nude collection. This is in the shade Caramel. They are gorgeous, and again, they are not sticky. They are just lovely, and I shouldn't say that they are super long lasting, but they last, you know, a good amount of hours from the time that you put it on. It's not like you have to reapply it like every half hour. No, it will last you like at least a couple hours. And another one that is a beloved one, a classic one, are Fenty Beauty. In fact, I'm using a little bit this over top that Gucci lipstick. This is in the shade Sweet Mouth. Now they have a beautiful gift set right here that it contains one that is kind of like that milky tone. It's not the same one of this one right here, but very alike. It also have kind of like what it looks like a hot pink, a reddish one too, I think, and then a beautiful brown shade. So I think that set is beautiful, either if you want to use it for stocking stuffers for yourself and just try the formula. Gorgeous formulation too, non-sticky. I mean, like, and they give your lips that juicy look that is just wonderful. I know this video is getting too long, but if you go to check my other videos, as far as skincare goes, I love TATCHA. I mean, everything TATCHA. I love their cleansing oil. Is gorgeous. I mean, it does melt all your makeup away with easy, and it doesn't leave any trace of oil, you know, on your face. It's just gorgeous. The dewy cream too, the water cream is gorgeous too. I mean, TATCHA really does beautiful products. But talking about skincare, one product that has really surprised me, and I know this is expensive one, but I think this is the perfect time to get it, also because it comes in gift sets, is the SK2 or SK2, yeah, SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. Oh my, this has made such a difference on my skincare. It plumps my skin. It leaves it ready to absorb. I mean, it's kind of like your conductive method for your serums to go right after it. So usually I use this after my toner, and then after this I use my vitamin C in the mornings, and then in the evening I do another type of routine. But this one right here is amazing. I mean, you will see your skin more plump, a little bit more bright, more refined too. To me, honestly, completely worth the money. A runner-up or in the same realm, if you want to spend a little bit less money, will be the Amore Pacific Essence. That one is glorious too. Oh, and that's what I was talking about TATCHA, because I saw this little one. I know, don't laugh at me. I promise I will get the big size, but this has lasted me forever. This is the TATCHA Primer. This is such a good one. If you have enlarged pores, fine lines, and you don't want that type of primer that is just like piles up so much and then it starts like kind of balling up when you apply your foundation, this is it. This is kind of like a protector for your skin. It's soothing, it doesn't clog your pores, and it actually gives that perfect seal canvas to your skin. I mean, absolutely love it. And yes, I will be getting it during the Sephora sale. But believe me, this little sample has lasted me for months. And now going into hair tools, and this will come to no surprise to you at all. The Dyson Airwrap Complete. That's the one that I have. I think the best feature of this specific tool is this barrel right here. The way that it actually does the waves to my hair and it doesn't damage it. I mean, like, my hair is treated, you know, I need a little bit of extra TLC, but this one right here makes such a difference. It's so easy to use and it leaves my hair looking like silk after I use it. And then from time to time I use, if I want, you know, more defined cools, or I want it to last, you know, for 3 to 4 days, then I go with my T3, and I love to use this barrel. I have the one that comes with the 3 different barrels. I mean, both tools are excellent. And then other hair care products, I will say Brio Geo. I'm so happy they came. Yeah, I bought it. I bought one during the family friends event. I'm planning to buy a couple more during the upcoming sale, because this one right here is limited edition, and this in particular, this mask right here is the one that I like the most. So I usually use, oh, and here's another recommendation, the Olaplex number 3. That is kind of like a reparative type of treatment that is super nice, but then you need something nourishing after that, and I think this one right here will give it to you. Is lovely. And then another one right here, I have it, I put it back on the box because I wanted to show it to you how beautiful it looks right here. But this is the brand Jisoo, and I just tried it, and oh my goodness, this one right here is also honey infused. So yes, I have something going on about honey, but this right here also will nourish your hair. It will hydrate your hair, leave it in more manageable too. And I love this set right here because you have all the system. You know, you have your shampoo, your conditioner, you have the hair mask, and then also the oil. I mean, like, I think this is the perfect set. And honestly, so far I have tried it twice and I'm liking it, to the point that I'm getting the hair mask in a big tub. And I forgot to bring it right here because I usually keep it on my shower. So I mean, like, I think you can tell I'm due to color my hair again, but my hair tends to get a little bit brassy, and I really love to use the Kerastase. It's the one that is like purple shampoo. Also, they have a hair mask too. I will put it right here, and that's another really good hair care brand that, I mean, it is expensive. Kerastase, a tab is kind of like $60, so I think this is the perfect time to get, you know, a couple Kerastase hair mask or a full-on treatment. They also have gift sets. I mean, they are truly amazing. Okay, my friends, and I think this is a wrap for this video, because otherwise, I mean, like, I can keep going and going on things that I will highly recommend. Again, I will put everything that I talked today on the description box below, and believe me, I'm coming to you with my wish list because I'm gonna need help right there. I have almost $2,000 in my cart, and I really need some help from you guys. Okay, my friends, I hope that you really enjoyed this video. That is more than anything helpful to do that wish list and kind of weed out things that you are really wanting to try, with things that I have recommend, and just plan ahead of time, plan for also holiday gifts, that's super important too, and mostly with some good savings. And don't forget to share with me on the comments below what are the products that you're looking forward to pick up during this sale. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I think you're waiting too long, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.